So let's talk about the syllabus. Here's my contact information, especially the email. I suggest, even though we are in Blackboard, that you just email me directly. There have been reports from students and faculty members alike that going through Blackboard sometimes delays the emails up to a couple of days. I have no idea why, but you can always email me directly. I would not bother calling this office phone, however, since it's during the summer and it's an online class. I'm not going to be in the office at all this summer. I'm not going to be on campus at all. Here's the book. You can get this just about anywhere online, and also since it's in its 10th edition, it's a big seller, so you can get used copies no problem. I suggest, however, getting at least the 10th edition, because the page numbers in the assignments and chapter things might be a little off in the older editions, but there are very affordable used copies of the 10th edition. So you can read through this whole syllabus on your own. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview. The course purpose, if I were to sum it up, would be that we are going to talk about theories, and hopefully that you will be able to then apply those theories to your everyday life to help make sense of your life and our society. In the same way, if you were going to take a psychology class, that my hope, if you were taking a psychology class, is you would just not learn concepts and theories, but you would see yourself in some of those concepts and theories and then learn a little bit of something about yourself. So the assignments, there are really 5 places that your grade comes from. You have 2 short papers, 2 exams, and then your participation. So each one is worth 200, and that adds up to about 1,000. That adds up to 1,000 points, possible points, I should say. And in terms of participation, there are discussion questions for each module, and you'll respond to those questions and chime in with your own opinions. There are some of these things like professionalism, mainly handing things in on time, taking responsibility. Especially with an online class, there's a lot of self-responsibility on the part of the student, because there's no schedule, like you have to show up at a certain time, a certain day. You're a little bit on your own, and that doesn't work for everybody's learning style. Some people thrive with that flexibility, and other people, they get caught up in other things and they forget. So that's on you, 100% on you. Late assignments, there's going to be drop boxes for your paper assignments. And if you hand those in late, you can hand it in late, but it's going to go in a different box and it's going to be automatically late. So I hope that you do it on time. You have to be honest, so that mainly means your papers have to be your own and you have to cite your sources properly. And when you're working on the online exams, you'll work alone and you don't mess around with any kind of cheating. Sexual harassment, generally not a problem in terms of online classes, because you're just mainly handing in work and a little bit of discussion, but just keep it professional and appropriate in the discussions online and it should be fine. If you have any kind of disability, like extra time that you need on an exam, then let me know, and that's a really easy fix online. Just let me know. So here's the schedule. This is really the thing that will be pretty obvious once you look in the at the content section of the class, but I'll just walk through it. The first module, I'll call it maybe a week, it's about a week, is going to just be some overview material, chapters 1 and chapters 2. There are videos and some readings and some discussion questions. Module 2 is another couple of chapters, same setup. Module 3, you have a couple of chapters, and then essentially you're getting ready for the midterm exam. You'll be able to look at these modules earlier than this. Everything will pretty much be open, and so these dates, you can jump ahead and work ahead if you have the time, but you do need to go through all this material and know it pretty well to take this exam, and then as well to do this paper. It's hard to jump ahead on the paper unless you've been familiarized with all this content. Then you have your exam. And I think that it says June 23rd here, but I think you're actually going to have from the 21st to the 23rd or something along those lines. The dates will be posted, but you'll have more than one day available to do the exam. But once you start the exam, you have about an hour to do it, 60 minutes to do it. So make sure you don't just start it and say, oh, I thought I could finish it later. You have to do the whole thing in one shot. Module 4 is here, and then Module 5, there's actually, it's like a mini module. There's only a few days here. It's about society, especially a postmodern society. No readings, just lecture videos. So there's a little short one and then your final exam. So basically it's 5 modules, couple of papers, couple of exams. And that is your overview.